Welcome back, everybody. We're going to go ahead and deconstruct these plates that we took out to the range and shot using different calibers, everything from pistol rounds all the way up to Silvertip 308. So let's go ahead and dive right in. And now it's time for the reveal. I'm going to go ahead and start with this camo plate. And I did a bit more testing after what I showed at the range. I went ahead and hit it a few more times, 5 more times actually, with a 9mm. I will show a few of the slow motion clips right here. I was really trying to catch some fragmentation, see what I could contain through the build. So with that, I'm sure you can assume that this has metal in it. But let's go ahead and do the deconstruction of this first plate, and let me show you what we have. So the outside layer is just a polyester cover that I decided to glue together with some adhesive. Then I went ahead and this is what I really thought would hold some of the fragmentation. I used 24 gauge sheet metal, and as you can see, when I folded it over, I tack welded it, so it worked really good at staying together. Now, to mess with your head a little bit, I'm going to throw in the build in reverse in the top left here. As you can see, the 24 gauge sheet metal and the adhesive. This is what's inside of that sheet metal. I have again some more layers of polyester, hoping to get the fragmentation. And inside that, you can see what we have. We have the metal. The covering has been torn up quite a bit, but as you can see, there is quite a bit of bullet fragment that is caught between the fabric and the adhesive, which is just a glue adhesive that you get at the home center store. And you can see there's quite a bit of the fragmentation. I will try to dump it out here and show you as much as I can gather. Some of it's already on the table. So let's take the cover off and get a little bit deeper into this build. And there, as you can see, here's the metal. And as you might assume, it's got a little backing to it. And the metal itself is actually AR500, but it's only 1/8 of an inch thick. And behind that, we have a 1/2 inch of polycarbonate. So those were the two insides, as you can see, and here's me gluing those together in the top left again, in reverse order. But let me get those out of the way and put this build kind of together so you can see the method and the order that it went together here. And let me clean those up a little bit better so you can see exactly what we used and what we shot at it. So each one of these shows you what each one was, and that's on the sheet metal. That's the front cover, and the sheet metal holds that shape pretty well, so it's good to see how many hits. The AR500, only one penetration, the 5.56 speedy round went through, and there's all the fragmentation that was caught up in the glue. Polycarbonate to the right. So on to our 3+ plate. This one was a bit interesting, a bit thicker, a little bit tougher, hardier, and a little bit heavier, about 3 ounces heavier. So as you can see, we have some fiberglass in the back. So let me start to deconstruct this and we'll move on. So this is where it gets a bit interesting. I'm cutting open the fiberglass. I went ahead and covered the fiberglass in the front. And as many of you suspected, I do have porcelain tile as a strike face. I do, however, only have one layer of 8mm thick porcelain tile. So what was interesting is what I had behind the tile. As you'll see right here, I have fiberglass to catch the fragments and what was left. But sandwiched between the porcelain tile and the fiberglass was aluminum. I had a 3/8 thick piece of 6061 T651 aluminum. And I'll go ahead and kind of show you the assembly and construction of this. I cut each piece of tile, as I'll put an insert here to show you. I cut pieces to fit the shape of the plate. Then I test fitted the pieces all together, and after that I individually wrapped each one in gray tape. So each one was wrapped in gray tape before I wrapped the whole piece together. And then between the aluminum and tile, I added the adhesive again, and it held together really well. I was surprised and kind of shocked at how well it held together for as big as rounds that we shot at it. Some big rifle rounds, as you'll see. It looks like 4 of them actually went through the aluminum, but were all caught in the fiberglass. And here's the 3 main components of that 3+ plate and what we shot at it. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you found this information useful, and look forward to the next one. We're going to keep on stepping up these plates. So if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below, and we'll see what we can build. Until next time, see you then.